Now, without further ado, my first guest, it's a gentleman I met on the college campus of Florida A&M University some 27 years ago. Now I'm dating myself, but I'm dating him too because he's older than me. Hey, he's going to kill me on that one. Today he's going to talk about getting parents prepared for their children's future, and that future lies in education. Please welcome to the show my good friend, Mr. Anthony Smith Weeks in the building. Hey, welcome to the show, Brother Weeks.
How you doing?
How are you, sir?
Doing wonderful.
Well, I hope you don't mind me, letting everybody know you're a bit older than me.
I see you put me out like that.
Hey, Brother Weeks, let's talk a bit about college planning services. What exactly is that all about? And I do believe it's a nonprofit company, correct?
Correct. It's a nonprofit. We simply believe that the future belongs to our children. And we know that the ones who will succeed are those who are equipped to compete in tomorrow's marketplace. And we also believe one of the greatest gifts you can give to your children is a college education. And so our program is centered around that theme.
Wow.
Our mission is to provide the most current and innovative programs to help with college planning and afford all students with the proper vehicle needed for college funding to accomplish all of their future endeavors. So that's what we do.
Well, a lot of people, including myself, have been a bit slow to prepare for that preparation. Listen, your company is a bit different in a number of ways, but one of the ones that we talked about offline is that you educate your parents through this process, right?
Yes. Wow, it's been incredible in this. I call it my passion. I don't even call it a business. It's more of a passion for me. There's so many things out there. We hear a lot about, especially when we deal with a lot of parents and just looking at the cost of college. From students now, they're paying about $20,000 per year to go to college, and that's just simply in-state. And I was talking to a parent the other day, and she realized that it's going to cost over $220,000 for her child to go to school. So this is really a market that we really try to bring to the attention and forefront with parents to really prepare for their children to go to college.
And, there's so much to learn and understand about the process that we old fogies don't get. I know you were telling me the other day that even the SAT score, the way they score that is different, right?
Correct. Most people still think that a perfect score on the SAT is a 1,600. That was when we were in school some years ago. But a perfect score on the SAT now is a 2,400. And those are the type of things that we bring to the attention of parents when we're sitting in an interview. We sit down with families and talk to them, and we inform families of the process of going to college, because we know that a lot of the guidance counselors in schools, some schools have 2,000 students and maybe have 2 to 3 guidance counselors, and we know that's nearly human impossible for those guidance counselors to speak with all those students and certainly to meet the needs of all those students and parents. So our services aid in helping in that process.
Brother Weeks, I don't even remember who my guidance counselor was. So that tells you right there, there's certainly a need for someone, and a company like yours is perfect for that. Sit down and discuss all these intricate details that college will lay out in front of parents and students. Now, listen, also the basis for your program in many ways is financially is different. Most programs are in collaboration with banks. Yours is more associated with insurance. Can you help us understand how that works?
Yes. It doesn't take people much longer to realize that the banking industry has taken a big hit with our economy. And so, therefore, banks are more reluctant to do the things they did at one time in terms of people being able to take money out of their homes or simply to just loan money to the average, as I call the average family. So one of the things that we educate families on is the fact that trillions upon trillions of dollars are in reserves in insurance companies. And so one of the things that college planning services do is we connect families with those reserves. As you mentioned, we are a nonprofit organization, so we do receive numerous amounts of monies from other organizations. But one of the things that we educate families on is another avenue to go about getting funding. Because at the end of the day, Clark, colleges do not care where you get the money from. You know, sometimes people have to be educated on the insurance industry. Typically, certain segments of our society have not ever looked at the insurance agency, or they have a certain negative view of insurance. But there are literally trillions of dollars in the insurance industry in reserves. I was sharing with someone in a presentation about 2 weeks ago how in the United States, I was telling them that, for example, if Microsoft, Ford Motor Company, or IBM, and General Motors were all combined into one gigantic industry in terms of industrial company, its asset base would not even equal the asset base of one of the single largest life insurance companies in America. And they were blown away by that. And I also told them that insurance is a generator of money. An insurance company can be worth more than 100 national banks or half of the gold mines in the United States. That's the type of money that's in insurance. And at the end of the day, when you're tapping into those reserves, the colleges and universities do not care where you get the money from, as long as you have the money when it's time for your children to go to school.